Guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is Urvashi, and in today's video I'm going to talk about an alternative to Figma. It is also similar to Figma. Actually, it has all the features that Figma has, but there are some differences as well. So I'm going to explain you how you can use Panpot for your designs, because nowadays every YouTuber is creating video on Figma only, and nobody is talking about this tool. It is very useful and effective tool like Figma, because I have used it for quite few days and was impressed by the experience of this tool. So I'm going to explain you how you can use it for your designs. So without any further delay, let's get started. So as you can see, this is the website for Panpod. So I was thinking to download its software first, then we can just start on a very basic tutorial on how you can create a basic screen on Panpod. Okay, so I will walk you through its interface, then we will look into the how you can create the designs on Panpod. So let's just download it first. Okay, so the thing is, it is not available to download for now because I think it is a bit new. So let's just sign up first and I will walk you through the interface of this Panpod tool. I will just create an account with Google. Now you see, it is a home page for this Panpod where you can see everything like fonts, and you can also see templates like plants have, wireframing kit, and all that stuff. So it is pretty similar to Figma, and also it has all the options that Figma has, but with a new interface. So I was just trying it out. One of my LinkedIn connections suggested me to create a video on this, so that's why I'm creating it. So let's just create a new project from here. So I'm gonna create a new project and click on plus. Now you see, it is a bit similar to Figma. As you can see, here is the three options that you see on Figma as well, like design, prototype, inspect. And you have this pages section where you can see all the pages that you have added for your project, and you can see this layers and assets section here, and here you will see all the layers, and these are different options that are available on Figma as well. This is our cursor, and then we have this tool from where we can create a frame of different sizes like we create on Figma. Then we have shapes tool, and then we have text, then we have this adding photo tool, then we have this pencil tool, then we have this pen tool with different options, as you can see. So I'm not going to this deeper, going to this tool right now. I'm just going to explain you the basic parts of this tool for now. So let's just quickly do it. Just a second. So what I am going to do is I am going to create a board here, frame called as a board. We call the frame, the artboard we are working on Figma as frame, but on this tool we call it as a board. So I'm going to create a specific size board here. I'm going to take the default iOS device size, which is 375 into 812. So I'm going to create this like this, and now I'm going to change the width of this uh, board and height of this board. board as well. Now you see all the options are here: angle, corner, radius, and you can see the layout as well. You can change the layout, flex layout, grid layout, like this. Yes, you can add different layouts with different options. I'm not going there, so because you will get confused. It is kind of a auto layout on pan form. This is the auto layout of pan form. Okay. There are two options: flex layout and grid layout. So I am not going there right now, you will get confused. So this is the auto layout of PanPod. Then we have fill option. We can change different options from here as well. We can click on it and we can select solid, linear, radial image, and we can change these RGB and hex values. And then we have a stroke option, as you can see on Figma as well. Then we have this selected option, selected color options. Then we have shadows option. Then we have this shadow option where you can see two different shadow option, like drop shadow and inner shadow. And then we have this blur option. It is separated from shadow. If you will uh, closely notice, then on Figma it is included on shadow section, the blur thing. But here you will see the blur is on a different row. Okay, so you can select different blurs from here. You can select different values from here, or you can just hide or unhide this blur. Okay, then we have the guides. Guides are the columns, rows that you see on Figma as well. So you can select squares, columns, rows with different values like this. So yeah, and you can also select the color from it. Now we have the export option, the generic export option. From here you can export your design. So this is the quick walkthrough of this interface of this pan pod. And here you see size presets, and there are different options for this. You can select different board from here, different sizes board. You can select XS, Max, then 12 mini, 12 pro, like that. Okay, now you can change, you can also change the orientation of this, like this. Okay, so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a basic onboarding screen for you, so that you can understand how you can use this PanPod tool as an alternative to Figma. I know everyone is using Figma, and they will not use any substitute of Figma, but I am telling you to just learn another tools as well. If you see Sketch is also similar to Figma. People also use Sketch, so you can also try PanPod. So yeah, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this board, then I will add the guides as in columns. Okay, I will add 5 columns here that I normally do for any iOS device. Then you can change the margins and gutter as well. So I will add the gutter as 16, margin as 16, then gutter as 16, 20 and 16. Okay, or I can just change the columns to 4. Okay, so I have added these guides. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place an image here, or I will just type something here. So let's type something like, okay, buy books at the lowest prices. Okay, so what I'm going to do is you can also change the constraints, like where you want to align your text, or where you want to align your elements, like that. So I will change the font here to inter type. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the size of this font to something 24, or maybe 32. 32 will be large, so I will keep it as 28 with bold font. there are values, not like you see on Figma. You see bold, semi-bold, medium. There are values for them, so it might be confusing for you, but it is easier than you are thinking. Okay, so this is our heading. Then I will add some supporting text here. For that, I'm gonna open Chat GPT and will create a supporting line for this. So I kind of use Chat GPT for my everyday design work because it is easier for me to create copies for my designs. So that's why I use that. So I will create a copy, create a short copy for bookstore, online bookstore, onboarding stage. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy this one and paste it here, and we'll change the size of this font to something 18 with the weight as regular. Now let's just do one thing. Let's just place some images here. Also, I will show you how you can use their auto layout. Not auto layout, it is, the name is a bit different. So I am calling it auto layout because you use auto layout on Figma every day, so you will understand by that name a bit easily. So that's why I'm increasing the size a bit. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select both of them by holding shift key. The commands on this tool a bit similar to Figma, so it will be easier for you to learn this tool. So I'm gonna add their layout, flex layout. It is a auto layout only. Okay, now here, from here you can change the space or padding between these two lines, and from here you can add different padding from top and bottom and right and left padding like that. So I will add some, no, I will add some uh, okay. This is a horizontal padding, this is a vertical padding, and then this is a space or space between the text or row gap. Okay, from here you can select how you want to showcase this. You can select this or you can select like that. It will change the position like this, and if you are selecting this, it will change position to this landscape mode, and if you select this, it will change the position to like this. Okay, so these are the arrow keys. From here you can change their positions, and from here you can align them in between, or you can give them left or right alignment like that. And this is a, okay, so I'm not going here, you will not understand what to do. So this is a very basic auto layout, their flex layout. And if you see, there is one more option which is grid layout. It is a bit different, so I will cover this up in my next video. So let's just get going with this flex layout only. So this is our content here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an image. So for that I'm going on pixels.com. From here I will select some stock photos or one stock photos to add the photo on that board. I will type books. I will add this image. what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on my key on my mouse pad and copy this image. Now I'm going to paste it here. Okay, by clicking on command plus V or control plus V, or simply right clicking on my keyboard and select paste. The image is added. I will resize the image for my board. Also, I have to add a CTA from where user can navigate. Let's see how I will resize this one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a CTA here, or maybe I will just shift this text to the bottom and will keep the image at the top. So let's do this. Now I'm going to add a CTA. Okay, so for that I'm going to create a shape here. And we'll give this shape a color. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shift these text, decrease the size of them a bit. Now I'm going to keep this CTA here. Now I will decrease the size of this one. Now I'm going to assign some color to this. So this is our CTA. I will add some corner radius as well. Okay, so that's how you can create simple your designs on this tool. It is a bit simple, not very hard to understand. So you can try that and let me know how you feel about this one. Also, I was a bit inactive on my social medias due to my leg injury. That's why I was not available anywhere, and I was just kind of resting, and I was not in a kind of mood to do anything. So that's why I was not very active on my social medias. But now I will try my best to be active on my social media so that you can get great content from my end. So yeah, I'm just changing the position here. It was looking a bit off, that's why. So here it is a very basic looking loading screen. I was explaining you how you can create your designs on this tool very easily. It is simple, not very hard. You can try this, and there is no harm in learning different tools. it will only enhance your knowledge and will make you a very great designer. And I was also thinking to create some videos on Sketch as well. I have find very little videos on Sketch, so I was thinking about that. Please let me know what you think. And also, I am kind of learning sketching again. I left it in between. I stopped doing it, and it was a huge mistake. So that's why I have started creating sketches as well. So let me know if you want me to create a video on that as well, like Procreate, Sketchbook, or any other tool. So I will learn about it and will make a video on it. So yeah, that's all for today. I hope you all guys enjoyed this video and find this helpful and a bit new. And if you did, then do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more such design videos, and hit that like button, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram and LinkedIn. Link is in the description, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye bye.